Okay, hi IBCA. We are going to work on our church bulletin today. If you go to the forum, you'll see this file. When you open it up, you will see a little bit of this stuff already done. I had my copy in class of the one that we were trying to make it look like, and I think it's in my car. So, anyway, couple things we did in class. The first thing was we took this information right here and turned it into text. So what we did is highlighted just this piece. You go to Insert, Table, Convert Text to Table. When we come here, you want to change the separate text to be commas, and we only want 2 columns because we want the name of the person on one side and the phone number on the other. So, and then auto fit to contents right here. And ta-da. We made this side, so if you hover right above it, let me show you again. If you hover right here and that arrow pops up, click that and this whole piece will be selected. Hit Control L to make it go to the left. I'm going to make this long, wider right here so that it comes out about the same as this other information. And then I'm going to do the same thing here. Highlight this and hit Control R to make it go all the way to the right. Now, to get rid of our all these lines in here, because we don't want all that. We just want a list. We don't want all the lines. Click on your little table selector right there. Go to Design, Table Tools and Design. And under right here, under Borders, click this and you want to tell it no border. And done. Okay, that was one of our tasks for this. Another task was to put lines here for people to take notes for this evening message. So there are several different ways you can do it. What we decided in class to do was to just highlight this. Try not to get that space at the end if you can. Then right click, copy, or Control C, Control V, and then paste. Now what happens here is this text box that's over in this area of the same page got pushed when we put that. So what I'm going to do is hit the delete key, not backspace, but delete. So if I hit it twice, it pulls that back in. Okay. I'm thinking it's because this box, I don't know why it would push it. I'm not sure. There must have been there's some spaces or something in front of this that I can't see because there's too much stuff here. It was an easy fix, just hit the delete key, but with all these things being wrap text to the front, maybe this is the problem. Maybe it's this one. Maybe that one was it. It's possible that it was this Proverbs 20.27 that was in the way, causing the problem, because it looks like it was not wrap texted to in front of text. So may want to fix that. Anyway, so now that was the 2 main things that we needed to do to this to make it like complete-ish. So once those 2 things are done, the next thing that we did was there were this little icon right here, or this heading or whatever you want to call it, was a quick little thing that I put together. I was trying to sort of copy this other little graphic, and so what the task at hand is for you guys is to have a piece right here that says welcome, one here that says schedule or schedule of activities, I think. Then over here, 3 labels, and I'm going to show you all of these 3 labels. One of them needs to say student ministry at the top. This little, a little logo that'll say student ministry, a logo that'll say children's ministry, and then one down here that says 50 plus. Then another one right here that says like upcoming events or something like that. Save the date or I don't know, something along those lines. Now, I'm not sure why this one's underlined and the other ones are not. I actually did not notice that until just now. So I'm going to un-underline this, and I'm not sure. They either need to all be or not all be or something. This is exactly how our church bulletin was, and so I didn't really change all that. I probably would not have all these underlines and bolds and stuff in the way that they are, but I was just sort of copying what the church was already using. So first off, let's start with putting a banner or something right here that says welcome. Now, a couple different ways you can do this. I'm recommending that you open a new document and use this as like a scratch pad. So to play around with more word stuff, you can make some kind of graphic, however you want it to look. Now, I would like it to try to match up with your other stuff. So this thing, I did graduate from LSU, but I promise I'm not really that big of a Tiger fan. I'm not sure why I keep putting so much purple and gold stuff on here. I think it's because the colors just sort of like stand out a lot. So if I'm not gonna if I'm gonna have a purple and gold looking thing here, I really think the whole thing needs to look like that. But like, let's say I choose some other colors here, kind of make them all match. This gold is not gonna work. I'm gonna do some sort of blue. Blue is pretty neutral. I'm gonna right click on this rectangle that I drew and type add text. Click to add text, and I'm just gonna say welcome. Okay, I'm going to triple click this word and click it to make it way larger. Now we can play around with this. Your text effects, you may want it to like look cool. So this text effects right here, make it have something. That looks kind of neat. We can do that. Welcome. I can make the edges of this. Well, then why didn't it stick? Okay, there we go. I can make the edges of the whole graphic have an outline, and that outline can actually change colors, so I can make it like some sort of a green that matches the other green. Now, if you do anything else around this, like let's say we were to put some kind of like something like this. Let's put it backward. So to put it behind it, you go up here, we're under our drawing tools, hit send to back. Now it's got this little graphic thing coming out of the sides. I can make the outline on that similar to the other one. This really isn't. I've never claimed to be good at graphic design, guys. This isn't my cup of tea. It's just... Anyway, I'm not going to fool with this too long. But you can spend some time making it look, I don't know, like some kind of, whatever you want it to look like, okay? And you can keep on playing with all of these things here to make it extravagant or not so much, however, whatever you think. Now, once you have it all said and done, you can copy and paste and move this to your other document. But what we're going to use is the snipping tool because it brings it over almost like a sticker. So if you don't have a snipping tool already, come down here, type in snip, S-N-I-P, and you probably have it on your computer already. Almost everybody did. It's either called snipping tool or snip and sketch. Either one of those will work. Snip and tools it says there's a future update. It's going to be gone and you're going to have snip and sketch. It's about the same thing. So once you have it open, you're going to hit new, and then your screen kind of fades out. You want to highlight. This is like taking a little mini screenshot of whatever is on your screen. And I messed up here because my cursor is in here, right here blinking, and so it kind of messed it up. So I'm gonna get rid of that so that my cursor is not here. And I'll try this again. All right, so I'm gonna create this. Now, once you have it, you can save this. Like, you can do all kind of stuff to save whatever kind of graphics you do here. I'm not going to worry about it for this. I'm just going to copy it with this little key right here. So then when I come to my other document, click inside here where I want it to go and hit paste. Now, obviously, it's way too large. It moved all of my information. But before I touch anything else, I want to make this graphic. Go to Picture Tools, Format. With it selected, your Picture Tools and Format will show up. If you don't have it selected, this won't show up here. So then over here for wrap text, I'm going to tell it in front of text. Now it's covering up a bunch of important information. So what I need to do is make it considerably smaller and stick it like somewhere like right here. I can make it longer if I want, you know, however I want it to look. I guess I can make it about, I don't know, usually less is more for me. Yeah. Now, and once you have it on here, I don't want to play with this too much. Okay, so once you have it on there, you actually can go back to these picture tools here and you can still make some cool, some other stuff to make it look even like neater. Was it this one? That looks kind of cool, but kind of also in the way, so I don't know. What I can do is take this and now I can send it behind text and the text will actually show up over it. Not sure how distracting it is. Yeah, it's alright. Again, I'm no graphic designer, so don't get your advice from me. Okay, so now I need one right here that says something about schedule, and now I'm working with blue and green, so I really need to make the rest of this look kind of blue and green. I'm going to go back to my little scratch pad thing over here, and I am going to be the lazy way, and I'm going to go ahead and say, I really don't remember what words we used. Schedule time. I'll just put schedule. That'll work. Okay, so now this is like schedule real big. I don't know. Maybe that doesn't look right. Let me go back to my text effects, transform, and make it be a little less. Kind of keep it in the same theme as this other thing. I don't know, something still looks, maybe this is like a halo or something. This is not cute, but anyway. Okay, so again, I need to get this cursor out of my screen with it, so before I do my snip. So I'm going to now do a new snip again, and something like that. Copy right here, go back to your sheet and put it here. So so before I do anything, I'm going to click on it, format, wrap text, put it back in front of the text or behind the text, whichever one you want. Let me make this smaller, bring it here. I don't want it to be larger than welcome, I don't think. I think I want it to be smaller because it's not as important as saying welcome. I'm not sure how I even feel about all these little headings, to be honest with you, but this is how our bulletin had them. So let me see. I might do this one like the other side. Make it look like things are just sort of stuck on here. I don't know. And kind of make it look like little pins or something. Alright, whatever. That'll work. So I need meet our staff to go right here, and I don't want it to look like this anymore. So I'm going to go back to my scratch pad, do Meet our staff. That did not all fit, so I'm going to make this larger. I think I'm going to just, I don't know, mess around with this. Anyway. Okay, I'm going to do another snip with this. Make sure you get every little piece in here. So then you move this whole thing with this copy right here. I'm going to click on this one and hit delete and replace it with this one. Again, don't freak out when it messes everything. So click on it, go to format, wrap text, in front of text. I'm going to make it much smaller and I'm going to bring it here. So something like that. If I want to stick this whole white frame looking thing on it again, wherever that was, I could do that. I think I was going to leave it off for this one. I think I'll leave off for this one too, actually. This one probably needs to be smaller. I really wasn't planning on like working on this too hard. These parts, I just wanted y'all to do them however you wanted to do them. Okay. All right. So now, for being the church episode, this is good enough for what I'm trying to do. Make y'all's look better than this. Anyway, so over here, I need one that says student ministry, one that says children ministry, and one that says 50 plus. So go back to my scratch pad. Now, I think for these, I'm going to not do the same type of thing because I know on the one that we have on our bulletin, it's like actual logos for those separate ministries. I'm going to do, let's see, this looks any good. I guess. Let me change the color of this to maybe a light green. I'm going to add, for these, I'm going to add, just to show you a different way to do this, I'm going to add Smart Art. So I'm going to put one of these things on there. What is it? It was student ministry. Then you can move this around. This is real ugly. Text, fill. You can change all this stuff here. Make it blue like the other thing. The text outline is orange right now. I kind of... Oh, wait. This is outlining the actual letters. So... dark blue. The text effects are where this other thing is coming in. So, give like a little green, I guess. Anyway, you play around with this as well and try to do something that looks kind of cute. Something looks better than this. This looks really rotten. You can fill your shape with these textures or gradients right here. So if you put a gradient, it'll like make the actual, like the way it's painted and stuff look different. You can, if you hit more, there's more over here that you can do. You can fill it with some sort of a picture. I'm not sure why it grabbed that picture or texture. Here's some patterns you could stick there. And you can change the colors right here. And you can, I mean, you can just make all this your own, whatever you want it to look like. So, it looks like some country flag, Honduras or something. Okay. That's awful. Okay, whatever. This will have to work. So I'm going to go ahead and snip this. And stick a Oops, my cursor is showing up in this again, so it leaves that little mark. Get my cursor out of here. Let me try my snip again. Let me see. Let me make it not quite so terrible. Let me see. Maybe we'll put like this really cool lightning bolt through the student registry. Let me send that to the back. Nope. I'm gonna bring it forward. You can bring it forward like one piece at a time. Sometimes that doesn't work. Send behind text. No. Okay, so there's a few different things I can do here. I don't want it to go all the way behind my flag. I just want it to go behind my words. So I can bring those to the front. That worked. Okay, so I brought just the words to the front, and then it brought it in front of the flag. I'm not sure what this looks like. It looks very, I don't know, like Thor. All right. I need to stop playing with this. I need to get this finished. Okay, so this is good enough. Okay, so do snipping tool, new, create your little, these on our bulletin were more like squares rather than rectangles. So that's kind of what I'm going with here. I'm going to copy this, stick it here. Now, again, click on it. It's one sticker now. It's not like all these different pieces. Format, wrap text, put it in front of text or behind. Scale it way down. It's supposed to fit right up here, kind of by this little like group of information right here. That's for this. Okay. Now right here beside this we're gonna have children's ministry. We did talk about going to iStock. Let me do that for this one. If you go to iStock.com, or Google Images or whatever, and you type in like children's ministry, there may be a really cool this little guy. I was thinking maybe the words children's ministry would be here, but it's not. So if you go to just Google, there's some cute ones that say welcome on there. Let's say children's ministry logo. Let's see what we find. It's a better practice to create your own rather than stealing a bunch of people's stuff, just so you know, because it'll eventually catch up with you if you are just taking other people's work. You need to practice making your own stuff. So here's one. Children's ministry logo design. It's pretty cute. It's got a paint splotch behind it. So if you go to this, they may give it to you as a free graphic. If they don't, you can snip it and use it. Alright, I'm not gonna do this. I'm gonna make my own. But you can grab one like so okay, so you see how it's here on my screen? I can technically take my snipping tool. I can do a new snip, and you should be able to freehand it somewhere. So, no, it's not what I wanted to do. Yeah, baby.
Are you done?
I'm not.
So you're still recording?
I am.
Oh no.
This eraser doesn't work. I've never done this, but you can edit with Paint 3D. It looks like you can make it look. Whoops. I really don't want to do this right now. Anyway, look, you can kind of fool around with this to make it look however you want it to look. I'm not going to do any of that. I think most of y'all that want to do that kind of know how to do it. So I'm going to create, let's see. I'm going to use Word Art. Just pick one. Once you do it, you can modify it. I'm going to say Children's Ministry. Now, one thing, I haven't changed the font on any of this stuff, so let me do that first. Let's see. Where'd the font right here? So I don't know what we're gonna do. There you go. That's something that looks childish. Bold. You can make it smaller. I know make it smaller anyway. Small caps. You can change any of this stuff here. There's some text effects and some other stuff you can do. So let's use this. Maybe I should stick it on top of this one. Get rid of these words. Change my lightning bolt to maybe a different color. Change my flag to a different color. Wait, what is that? This flag. Shape fill. I'm gonna move this up here. This is so awful. Okay, I'm really bad at this. All right, whatever. Wish I was better at this, but I'm not. Let me get rid of my lightning bolt. We can change the shape of this. Look like they go camping in the woods or something. Mountains. I just changed the whole stupid flag. Oh my gosh. Sorry, I did not want to get this detailed in this video because this is not really the point. The point is for you to like kind of just know how to. All right, that's good enough. Okay, so I'm gonna use this. I'm gonna snip it like so. I'm going to copy it and then come paste it onto this document right here. Click on it, bring it to the front, and then you're going to position it where you want it, right here. You don't want it to be larger than student ministry, and you don't want it to be smaller. You want it to just be kind of about the same. I'm going to put something on the outside, give it a little bit more character. Okay, and then this one right here needs to say 50 plus. So I'm going to now, I saw the one in our bulletin had like an oval. So let's see if I can do something similar. It was like this. And theirs was like a greenish color. Whoops. Okay, that'll work. I'm going to add text. 50 plus. Obviously that's not big enough. So I'm gonna make it much larger. Remember, hold down Control and then the bracket. Let's change the font on this to make it a little more fun. Don't know what to put. I'm not sure what that looks like. And then add, okay, so my, I think I had to fix this. Right now it looks like my margins inside of my circle here are like really deep. So I'm trying to remember how to change that. That's not it. There's a way of doing this. I don't remember where. I feel like it's obvious and I can't see it. Anyway. Okay, well there's a certain way to, maybe it's in here. Not there. This is just changes the. Okay. Somewhere there's a way to change that. I just don't know what it is. Okay, this might do it. I'm gonna click on this whole thing and hit paragraph. And if we get rid of these lines that are before and after, that might help. Not much. Still has kind of a big margin at the top. Never mind. I'm not worried about that. I'll have to figure that out because I don't remember how to do that. So I'm going to add, I spent too much time on this graphic. Let me put something. Anyway. All right. So let me snip this. Copy it and stick it right here. Click on the graphic itself, go to Format, Wrap Text in front of text or behind, and then squeeze it down until it fits right here. Kind of off kilter, looks kind of cool. We can give it one of these effects. Kind of fixes the terribleness that is that. That'll work. Okay, so there's those three graphics. This needs to be a little bit shorter. And then we need one more thing right here that says, another thing that says like, it needs to say special events. So, let me do something very fast. Something like that. These colors are just, I don't know what to put with colors. I'm always so lost. Add the text, put special events, or mark the, was it save the date, something like that. Special events. so bad. Okay, whatever. I'm gonna call it a day with this. This is enough. Snipping tool, new, snip it out of here. Copy it and then paste it right here. Click on it, wrap your text, put it where it belongs, make it smaller. Stick it up here. And give it, that'll work. Okay. Now, at least everything is sort of blue and green. I have this yellow lightning bolt that's in here, but that's the youth, so they stand out. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to change the background color of this. What I did was only made a big, huge rectangle to stick back here whenever I was creating this one. So, right now, I can't tell if it's clicked or not. That might be that picture. It looks like the whole purple rectangle is clicked. So I'm going to change, let me see, yes. So I'm going to change one of these to make it no longer purple. Blue looks good. So I'm just going to leave that there. And I think it's ready to go. I'm going to make another video, I guess, where I start you from the beginning. So that if you want to start at the very beginning creating your program or whatever, I'm not going to do a bulletin. I'm going to make a very simple program or something. But anyway, this video is long enough. I'm going to call it a day.